I'm not sure if you know me, but my name's Franklin. It's a little weird to say this to a camera while I'm all alone here, but I hope that everyone is coping with the situation well. And if you're unfortunately one of those who are going through extremely tough times, I'm sure you'll be able to make it through in the end. We all have, because if you're seeing me right now, that means you've already experienced a lot of hardship in the past. And although I say that, I won't exactly know how many people will watch this. It's already been so long since we graduated that me making this video seems a little redundant. So there's no problem if you go on and do something else, because honestly speaking, I probably would too if I were in your shoes. So with that in mind, I'll try not to ramble for too long. Well, this year's been a handful, hasn't it? With the coronavirus, we couldn't go through with all of our plans. All of us lost something during this year. Some of us couldn't experience that first year of university that some claim to be the best year in their whole life. Some of us fell apart with our friends because it was hard to keep in touch, and some of us got a big chunk of our future taken away from us, whatever that may look like. Some of us have also lost precious ones, and no matter how natural death is, it's always painful. Even now, the cases keep racking up, and with the tighter restrictions set in place recently, I'm not sure how it will all turn out. But despite this, I hope that we can all still see the good things in life, because I believe that unexpected things aren't all bad. Since the quarantine, I've been trying to go out every day. And for me, this usually meant jogging around my neighborhood. I often went out at night, and these midnight adventures were usually scary, with me not being able to see much. But in the latter half of my route, there were a lot of street lights, and I could see these bunnies lying about usually. I usually can't spot them from far away, but sometimes they blended in so well that only until they ran away could I notice them. I'd usually get spooked, but after some calming down, I was happy I wasn't alone. Just like the coronavirus, none of us expected it. And while in general, we all wish that it could be over, I hope that we can all find some sort of solace in it. For me, it was mostly through the occasional meetups with my classmates and friends. Although I'm moving to Vancouver next semester, and always thought of Red Deer as being boring with nothing to do, being able to see their faces made me realize I'm glad to have been able to know them. I think they have affected me in imperceivable ways. I am who I am today because of all the people I met before, no matter how little our connection seems to be. And I believe for you too, the people around you have pulled your existence in all sorts of unpredictable directions, shaping you into who you are now. I think this is because of our memories of them. Although supposedly our memory gets reconstructed with time, these reconstructions have a place in our heart in the present. Recently, I've been reminiscing more about the seemingly insignificant experiences in my life. But no matter how meaningless they are, I always end up feeling a little giddy inside in the end. Whether it be that time in China, when my classmate teased me by pulling out the wool in my hood, or when I was on a cruise and refused that crab cake dinner so I could hang out with another friend just for a little longer, whether it be that day in preschool when I bit the teacher's arm for putting cheese on my food, even though I asked for it, or even when I first moved here and almost kicked another person when I was going down the water slide. These are all nostalgic for me, and even if I don't remember their faces and have no means of contacting them, I think of all of them very dearly. If you were to take some time to think on your past, I'm sure you would also remember some hidden gems that in one way or another had an effect on your current life. Some of these also just pop up randomly, and when they do, I can feel myself smiling a bit. And if this is the case, we individually play a part in the lives of others as well, even if we don't want to. I'm sure that even though we don't speak to a lot of the other people in our graduating class, we're all living in each other in invisible ways, and for that I'm thankful. Saying this now may seem a little insincere and cliche, but I'm grateful to all those who have been with me throughout my high school years. My friends, family, teachers, staff, and even if we never talked and only just passed each other in the hallway, I thank you all. For me, the achievements that led me to giving this speech now pale in comparison to the tiny moments we shared. Even if some of you got me playing video games deep into the AM, or just a month ago with another friend, daring each other and falling into the ice at Anders Lake and almost freezing to death, I'm glad to have spent it all with you. I think that's how I'd like to finish this. An appreciation for all the small saints during these 4 years. I wish all of you success in your future endeavors. Eventually, these hard times will pass, as all do, and we'll be able to explore the treasures of life more freely. May you all be safe, and once again, thank you.